Could you please provide me with a list of 10 actions that I can do to complete each of those steps till you are moving your specific muscles? There are a lot of questions that this raises, so to start, know that while LLMs will be able to respond to some of them up to a certain extent, they won't be able to produce the kind of millisecond by millisecond muscle control that allows you to get up from your chair. However, at a certain point of distraction, they might be able to provide you with a plan, but only if they have been trained to generate that kind of plan. Yes, you're correct. They won't be able to anticipate circumstances in which they will essentially need to recite the script they were educated on in a previous broadcast into the most recent version from Tesla, the fully self-driving 12.3. The update's noteworthy features have drawn a lot of attention, but there is some worry about its midterm planning, especially with regard to the 20 to 30 second range. Nevertheless, there may be hope for a potential fix soon. Was covered in a recent conversation between Yan Lun and Lex Fridman. They looked at the idea of VVA as a potential solution to this problem. Let's analyze this discussion and see what lessons we can draw. But first, make sure to press those like and subscribe buttons. Enough said, let's get going. Despite its potential, the effective implementation of hierarchical planning in AI systems remains a challenge. VGA works on the principle of hierarchical planning, which involves breaking complex tasks down into more manageable steps. For example, rather than planning every detail of a trip from New York City to Paris, one would establish broader objectives like reaching the airport and catching a flight, then further break these down into sub-goals like hailing a taxi and going through security. Similar to piecing together a puzzle without all the components. The complete self-driving Tesla. While 12.3 is an impressive technological achievement, its planning capabilities should be strengthened. Perhaps VGA could be the answer. During a recent conversation, a professional emphasized the difficulties in managing multi-step activities, drawing comparisons to commonplace situations such as planning a trip to Whistler, British Columbia, or traveling from New York to Paris. Moving on to the topic of autonomous driving, the expert described how Tesla's complete self-driving technology addresses top-down and micro-level planning. They highlight the difficulty of anticipating every detail, particularly when confronted with unforeseen circumstances like flight delays or unfamiliar surroundings upon arrival using tools such as Google Maps for route guidance and real-time awareness of surrounding obstacles. But they identified a crucial gap where FSD currently falls short. The problem, as explained by Yan Lun, is the computational cost of planning every millisecond of movement, which makes it feasible for industrial robots, but impractical for human-operated vehicles. While human-driven tasks like driving require adaptive real-time decision-making, industrial robots can execute repetitive actions with precise planning. They also looked at how different companies, such as Tesla and NVIDIA, are addressing the problem of hierarchical planning, emphasizing the need for levels of abstraction in planning, allowing vehicles or humanoid robots to navigate tasks effectively. Linking micro-level real-time actions with high-level planning, though they acknowledged that language models can create plans based on training data. The debate touched on the potential of LMS to assist in task planning. However, they also emphasized the limitations of LMS in creating plans for activities involving complex physical actions or unexpected settings, stressing the value of hands-on education. While the discussion covered a wide range of topics, including high-bandwidth learning and embodied artificial intelligence, the speaker delved into the idea of joint-embedded predictive architecture, suggesting its potential role in enhancing hierarchical planning. They also expressed enthusiasm for embodied artificial intelligence and its potential to pave the way for more intelligent agents. The need for sophisticated planning architectures like GDA to achieve efficient hierarchical planning in autonomous systems continued to be the key point of emphasis. In any case, the concept here centers on the powers of huge language models. But Yan feels that a vital component is missing from the transformer design in addition to diffusion models. Because these architectures deal with language, which is an abstraction of reality, rather than reality itself, and because they require enormous amounts of data for training, a challenge that Tesla is currently facing in its efforts to train its box effectively. He contends that these architectures are inherently disembodied. Yan proposes that joint embedding predictive designs, which are hierarchical as opposed to generative, provide a solution to this issue. He presents VAPA, a novel architecture created by Meta with the goal of producing extremely intelligent machines that can learn just as effectively as people. VIPA can learn since it has been pre-trained on video data. Notions of the physical world that, in contrast to generative models, are comparable to how a baby learns by watching its parents via creates a hole in the video block and makes predictions about what will happen in the masked-out zone without direct supervision. It runs on masked input videos and doesn't require fine-tuning. Yan highlights the significance of this strategy by saying that it keeps the model from depending on the less efficient auto-regressive training. How does this new AI architecture appeal to you? Will it result in bullish testimonials for Tesla, even if many industry professionals also agree with them? And you know who else is optimistic about the company? For Tesla bulls and those with a keen eye for finding the next stock market gem, it goes beyond simply watching from the sidelines when it comes to the company's remarkable rise. According to our friends at Seeking Alpha, your one-stop destination for the most recent information on Tesla is Seeking Alpha. Tesla's stock value AM's innovation from Tesla and everything must go on. The ideal strategy is to seek alpha. Online sources for news about Tesla get past the negative coverage of Tesla in the mainstream media and focus on the real story. Visit the link in the description to receive a special discount. There is a difference between generative AI and what this VGEA model with generative AI is demonstrating. This approach is computationally expensive, and not how humans naturally interact with the world. Humans don't perceive every detail, but rather create an abstract representation of their surroundings. For example, if you're in your office, you might mentally map out where things are without needing to recall every pixel. Essentially, you're asking the model to fill in missing pixels. If you had an octagonal stop sign and cut out a piece, you would request the AI to regenerate the original image. VGEA predicts what's happening in video sections that have been hidden. It works in a latent space, a compressed version of reality, and is more concerned with comprehending the context than producing pixel-perfect representations. The power of VG resides in its predictive architecture, which enables it to filter out unimportant data and concentrate on grasping the main ideas of a scene. This method predicts what will happen in videos, which results in more effective training and a greater comprehension of the world. In contrast to generative approaches, which aim for pixel-perfect accuracy, VGDA focuses on understanding rather than replication, making it a significant step towards machine intelligence's ability to comprehend the world. This release advances machine intelligence in a more grounded manner. VIPA aims to comprehend the fundamental ideas more thoroughly, similar to how humans in machine learning naturally sense and describe their environment. It is difficult to recreate intricate scenes pixel by pixel. Instead, models like VIPA concentrate on grasping the general idea of a scene, rather than trying to replicate every little detail. This method enables more effective training and a deeper comprehension of how objects interact in dynamic environments. A major step forward in the development of machine intelligence is the release of VEPA to researchers under a Creative Commons non-commercial license. This allows for more investigation and research into comprehending the world and effectively completing challenging tasks like traveling to the airport or navigating through shifting traffic conditions. While Tesla has demonstrated capabilities in generative modeling, the focus with VIPA is on predictive modeling and action detection. Davidovitz, 2018. It is unclear how VGA could be incorporated into Tesla's current technology stack, but it has the potential to improve the system's suitability for applications like full self-driving cars. This spatiotemporal action detection capability enables the system to recognize and react to pertinent events in real time. Once the new FSD is available, will you continue to buy Tesla? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. This is Tesla Insights. Thank you for watching, and until next time. The 20 to 30 C planning range is significant. Addressing this planning horizon could address a critical challenge in autonomous systems and bring them closer to human-level performance.